that. I think a lot of really amazing things happened this year. And while the good doesn't necessarily balance out the bad, it's important not to lose sight of all the little victories. And not to mention that 2021 could be very exciting too, and hopefully that'll be for all the right reasons. Alright, Capricorn, let's go through your transits for 2021. So, you're going to have a new moon in your sign on January 13th, and a full moon in your sign on June 24th. Pluto is going to start out in your sign. Pluto's been in your sign for like all of this year too, and will be in your sign all of 2021, and will be retrograde from April 27th through October 5th. So if you noticed anything about the Pluto retrograde this year, you might notice the same things coming through next year as well. Mercury is going to be in your sign twice in 2021. The first time it will be from January 1st through the 8th, so tail end of 2020 into the early part of January. And then from December 14th through the end of the year. And then Venus will be in your sign twice as well, from January 9th to February 1st, and then from November 6th through the end of the year. And it's going to be retrograde starting on December 19th, so it's going to be in your sign for a long time at the end of the year. And then Juno will be in your sign from November 15th through the end of 2021. That's very interesting because Juno is all about marriage, commitments, give and take in relationships, infidelities. And so that transit is going to be corresponding to the Venus retrograde in your sign. So that could be a very interesting time for you, Capricorn, coming up at the end of 2021. showing up in so many of the other signs readings. Now, of course, there are 3 earth signs, so it could also have been a Taurus or a Virgo, but Capricorn energy is very distinctive. This card jumped out, and I feel like it's the overarching energy of this reading, which is the 9 of Wands. Throughout 2021, it's possible that you will feel the need to defend something or someone. Let's look at January. Now, a lot of you are going to be having birthdays in January. Let's see what to expect. We have the Gemini card coming out. I think Gemini is also about duality, and 2 sides to everything. We have the Tower coming out here. So there could be some kind of huge change for you right at the end of 2020 and in early 2021. The Prince of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be another earth sign, or this could be a fledgling business that you end up abandoning. Or it could be some facet of yourself, perhaps being a bit spendthrift, or not being as tight with a budget as you usually are. We have the Wheel of Fortune here too, and it could be fortune turning in your favor. The 9 of Wands coming out again here in January, so definitely starting out the year feeling like there's something that you need to defend. The 8 of Wands, a very swift moving energy, so whatever this Tower moment is, it will happen really quickly, and it will be resolved really quickly. We also have the Prince of Chalices coming out here, and the Prince of Chalices is air of water energy, and it's in the reverse. So it could be that this is somebody who is precipitating this change, because air energy and water energy both being very fluid, but with an emphasis on the logical side of things, whereas the Queen of Cups would have more, or the Queen of Swords would have more of an emphasis on emotional things and might be more emotionally closed off. The Prince of Chalices is somebody who is in touch with his emotions, but is also very logical about things. It may be the Prince of Chalices, because that's probably a water sign, and you have here the eagle in the foreground. Eagle is also for Scorpio, so it could be a Scorpio person. And that could be somebody that you feel like you need to defend, or you need to defend yourself from them. We have here in the month of February, Pluto for transformation. Pluto is also native to the sign of Scorpio, so it could be a carryover of Scorpio energy. But it could also be about things being very nebulous. Pluto kind of simultaneously is and is not a planet, so its status as a planet has been much disputed, and that also has to do with its astrological meaning. We have the Two of Cups. There could be a new relationship coming in. Cups. This could be, if you're somebody... Sorry, my camera was out of focus. If you are somebody who has been through a lot of different relationships, this could be the end of that cycle and the beginning of a cycle where you are in this one relationship. We have the Five of Wands here. It could be an end to rivalries and conflicts too. We have the Ten of Cups coming out here again, and this time in the reverse. So yeah, it could be the beginning of this new cycle and the end of another cycle as far as your relationships are concerned. We have the Judgment card in the reverse, which is about having come through a trial, or it could be about the start of a trial because it's here in February. But because it has to do with this situation with the Ten of Cups cycling, it could be that you've already been through all these tests and you're finally ready for this relationship. And we have the Knight of Wands here in the reverse. This is fire of fire, so very fiery energy. And that could be because this person is showing up in the reverse. This could be a person who is coming towards you. And Knights are very fiery, masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be a man necessarily. Alright, so here in March, we're starting out with this card about the Saturn return, which has to do with a maturing of your personality, which definitely this part here in February about that cycle does speak to a maturing on your part. We have the Prince of Cups in the reverse, so and the Prince of Cups, again, having this Scorpio energy. So this person could be here in March as well. This could even be the person that you are getting into a relationship with, although they're showing up here in the reverse. But that could mean that there is an imbalance of power, so that this person is not quite on even keel with you. We have the Emperor in the reverse, and that is somebody being very strict or totalitarian. Again, so if there's a power disparity between the two of you, that might interfere with your relationship with each other. We have the Two of Wands coming out, which has to do with potential energy becoming kinetic, active energy. Your ideas becoming you bringing your ideas to life. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse. Now this could be a choice that you are going to have to make in the future, or it could be a choice that has already been made for you. We have this Three of Cups showing up, and this speaks to some kind of emotional immaturity possibly, or a third-party situation. And we have the Strength card coming out. The Strength card is Leo the Lion's card. And these two coming out together is very interesting. I don't think I've seen anybody get the Strength card upright in these 2021 readings yet. But not having the strength to emotionally mature, possibly. And that's why this choice is being made for you. Let's look here at the month of April. In April, we get the element of air, which is about communication and exchange of ideas. We have the Hermit in reverse. Again, a refusal to work on oneself, possibly. We have the Two of Pentacles here, which is about balance. So, because this air energy is here, it could also be that the balance is that you have worked on yourself, and now you are that better and different person. We have the High Priestess in reverse. This can be about still not having all of the information that you require, but it can also be about secrets coming out, secrets being revealed, and especially because we see communication here, I do think that April some secrets might come out. We have the Hierophant in the reverse, which can be about a divorce, or it can be a refusal to uphold the status quo. We have the Prince of Pentacles coming out, this time in the upright. And this Prince of Pentacles could be a Taurus, or it could be you, Capricorn. It is an earth sign card, and it's usually assigned to Taurus, but it could be you as well. But instead of being in the reverse, like the Prince of Pentacles was here in January, now the Prince of Pentacles is in the upright here in the month of April. And actually April being Taurus birthdays, it could be some Taurus with whom you've had communication in the past, and now you are communicating with them again. And we get the Justice card coming out again too, so if there was any inequity with this Prince of Pentacles, it will be resolved. And that could be the secrets coming out. I definitely feel like I'm doing a general reading. I don't feel like all of this applies to one person. Alright, let's look here at May. That's what Justin Timberlake said. Alright, let's look here at May. So, for May, we have another card about communication, this time the third house. So lots of communication. We had communication in April and now again in May. And May is Taurus's birth month, so it could be Taurus or Gemini in your third house too. We have the Four of Pentacles, which is either about not having the savings that you need, or it could be about not holding on to something too tightly. Holding on to your money too tightly even. We have the Six of Cups here, which is about looking back to the past. And the Three of Pentacles, which is about a professional endeavor that you may not have been doing it for very long at all, but people respect your professional opinion. We have the Princess of Pentacles here. This could be the Prince of Pentacles energy again showing up. It could also be a new business. We have the Ten of Pentacles coming out too. So a completion of a cycle as far as your finances or your career is concerned. And we have the Three of Wands here, which is something coming to you that you have been waiting for. You will probably be waiting for a lot of May, and then at the end of May, maybe around Memorial Day, right? This thing could end up coming in that you've been waiting for. Let's look at June. We have Sagittarius, so of course the sign right before Capricorn. Sagittarius, the card says I see, but can also have to do with this mutable fire energy idea of the visionary, right? We have the Ace of Wands, which definitely goes along with that Sagittarius fire energy. That is about being able to manifest your creative ideas. We have the Seven of Pentacles here, which is about a lot of hard work being required to get the payoff that you desire. Required for your desires. And we have the Princess of Pentacles coming out here in the reverse. I kind of feel like this Prince of Pentacles and this Princess of Pentacles could be like the same energy person, because we have January, they come out in the reverse, and then in June they come out in the reverse again, and then in April and May they're coming out upright. So this could be some kind of situation where you have a business or a project, like a work project that you're doing with this person in the first half of the year, and then when it ends in June, it's possible that you guys are gonna go your separate ways. We have the Knight of Cups coming out at this time too, and the Knight of Cups is somebody who is allowing their emotions to wreak havoc on their lives. And Sagittarius energy can be vulnerable to that because of its mutable nature. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. Four of Wands is a completion, but because it's in the reverse here, it's like about having a roof over your head and food to eat on the table, and maybe there is some kind of housing insecurity for you here in the month of June. And we have the Chariot in the reverse as well. It could be, alright, so what it looks like is maybe that you are either wanting to get married or wanting to buy a house, but that's not going to happen by the end of June. Let's look here at July. July, we have Black Moon Lilith coming out, and of course, the Black Moon Lilith was thought to be a second moon of Earth, but of course that doesn't exist, and we found out since then. So now that term is used to describe the point in the moon's orbit that is furthest away from the Earth, and it's about mystery. And of course, the dark of the moon, dark night of the soul kind of energy. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This could be about a new romantic relationship coming in, or a new emotional energy coming into your life, but not in the month of July. Because we do have the Lover's card coming out here too. also be about choices that you make. We have the Empress in the reverse, which is a divine feminine energy, and that could represent this nurturing partner coming into your life, but doesn't have to be a woman. It could be, a nurturing partner of any gender. Just having that energy rather than an Emperor energy, which is very stern and inflexible and much more structured. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This could be about a reversal of fortune for you in the month of July. Again, like that dark night of the soul energy. Two of Pentacles in reverse, an imbalance. And we have the High Priestess here, but in the upright, and that definitely goes with the Black Moon Lilith energy of secrets and hidden knowledge and things being hidden in general. And the High Priestess is very tied to lunar energies. Let's look now at August. August. We have the 6th house, which is about routines and your health. You could have a 6th house. You could have Leo or Virgo in your 6th house. We have a Queen of Wands coming out. We also have a Princess of Cups coming into the picture. And again, I think these are different facets of whoever this Empress represents. Queen of Wands is a very, confident, gregarious, socialite kind of energy. And then Princess of Cups is a very, grounded, emotional energy, but can also be about an offering that's being made. Now, all of these cards are coming out in the reverse. So it could be that this person hasn't come into your life yet by the month of August. We have the Moon in the upright. This can be, it's very similar to that High Priestess energy of things being hidden, but also could be a treacherous path that has to be walked. We have the Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords. Knight. The Knight of Swords is fire of air energy. So it is a fire that is stoked by pure oxygen and can be very destructive, but is not destructive out of malice the same way that a Knight of Wands might be in the reverse. The Knight of Swords is destructive through poor planning or unfortunate unfolding of circumstances, which would tie in with that Wheel of Fortune in the reverse as well. We have the Sun here in the reverse, so that could be talking about future happiness. And we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. Two of Wands, of course, being like we had Two of Wands back here in the month of March, right? So the Two of Wands being about this potential energy being made into action, and it might not be time to act by the end of August. Alright, we're headed into the home stretch now. The final third. We have, let's look at the month of September. of September, which is all about the mind. Thinking about like esoteric texts like the Kabbalion or the Emerald Tablets, things like that. This kind of knowledge that kind of simultaneously is real and accurate and also fake and completely fake. So back in June we had the Four of Wands in the reverse, and now we have it here in the upright. So September could be when that cycle comes back around again for you. We have the Four of Swords in the reverse. So a lack of rest in September. We also have this Princess of Swords energy, and this time in the upright. So this could be about communication with an air sign, or with this person coming in. We get the Four of Swords in the reverse again, so no breaks for you in September. We get the Hermit in reverse again, and I feel like you're trying to explain to this person, like, I've changed, I'm a completely different person now. Going back to that Hermit energy we were seeing before in April. We also have the Prince of Wands in the reverse here, which is air of fire energy. So again, very similar to that Knight of Swords energy in the reverse. A similar kind of thing where things just are not falling into place and it's ruining everything. Let's look here at October. We have the lunar eclipse card coming out, which is about change. We have this Queen of Pentacles. This person might be coming back into the picture this time, or this could be your energy in this month, which is Water of Earth, but in the reverse. So just feeling like emotionally grounded to the point of being numb, perhaps. We have a Six of Wands in the reverse. And that could be a future victory, or it could be a victory deferred. We have the Five of Swords here too, and that's in the upright. And so it's interesting that these two cards are together, because it says to me that there's some kind of victory that you experience, but it doesn't feel like a victory to you because the Five of Swords is a victory at the expense of an alliance. And so maybe losing this alliance with this Queen of Pentacles has tainted that victory for you. We have a Tower moment coming through in October, so definitely change. We have this Prince of Swords in the reverse, and you notice he has not one but two cutting implements with which to clear things out of your life, and he might end up cutting things out of your life that you didn't want to leave. And then finally we have the Queen of Pentacles coming out in the reverse here again. So it seems like there's something going on with this person here in October. Let's look at November. We have here the planet Neptune, about sacrifice, but it's also intensely watery energy, the god of the sea. We have an Ace of Swords, more of that Prince of Swords type energy of cutting things out of your life. We have the Star in the upright. Now, this is Aquarius, air energy, but it's also about manifesting your dreams into reality and also about becoming famous. We have the Justice card here. So something coming in, something coming around again, and you achieving justice in a situation. And that may have to do with the Star. If things were holding you back, that were unfair, that might all be getting cleared up and resolved in November. And the Ace of Swords also is like you manifesting this change in your life rather than some other types of change like the Tower or Death that are usually manifested from the outside. We have the Moon card, which in the reverse is definitely about things being purposefully obscured, treachery, a dangerous way to walk. We have Temperance in the reverse, which is, again, an unbalance, a tendency toward excesses, but not to the same extent as you would see with the Devil card. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. This could be money coming into your life in the future, but it could also be money going out of your life at this time. And finally, let's look at the month of December 2021. So we had the Star card come out for November. We also have the Aquarius card coming out for December. So more of that Aquarian energy. Some of you Capricorns who were born in January might have been born on the Aquarian cusp. And some of you Capricorns will have been born in December. So definitely the idea of you filling a space to capacity and bringing things together full circle. The World card here in the upright, some kind of finality to a cycle, just like what we were just talking about, and a happy manifestation of that ending. The Three of Swords in the reverse. This could be about conflict coming in the future, or it could be about an end to all of the conflicts that have occurred over the past year. We have the Two of Swords again, about a choice that you will be making. The other Two of Swords was in the reverse, and it was back here in the month of March. So I think at this time, that was talking maybe about a choice. And so look at what was going on with you in March, and that will be the choice that you will have to make in December. The Five of Chalices, which is about disappointment, but not total failure. We have the Princess of Swords coming through again. I do think that this is a person. Could be an air sign. It could just be somebody you enjoy talking to. And finally, we have the ever elusive Nine of Pentacles. This time in the reverse. So not quite having achieved that completion, that financial security that you desire at that time. Thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you for watching. appreciate all of the support. As soon as I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away 3 free readings. So if that hasn't happened yet, please do feel free to fill out the form in the link in the description. I'm using a Google Doc form. That way you don't have to put your personal information in the comments section of the YouTube video. It can be kind of like the wild, wild west out there. I do try to vet my comments pretty harshly, actually, but in this case, I felt like it would be a good way to then also collect the information I would be already asking you, like natal stuff to put together your natal chart. So, also, if you enjoyed the video, please like, share, subscribe, and if you have friends that you think would get something out of it, please feel free to pass it along to them. Thank you again. I know that 2020 has been kind of a rough year for a lot of us, but when things need to change, they will. And as much as it is tempting to write off 2020 as one of the craziest years of all time, it's important not to blind ourselves to the potential insanity that 2021 could bring. I really do deeply care about all of you, and I really do wish you the best. So please, enjoy the good vibes when you can, and I will see you again.